Welcome back to the Refuge. Today I'm finishing up our Who, What, Why series talking about the why. Think about your best friend. You probably would do anything for them because you love and care about them, right? Even if that meant giving up your favorite item to give to them if they needed it. You would do anything to help your friend out. The reason why we follow Jesus is because he gave up his life for us, literally. Galatians 1:4 says Jesus gave his life for our sins just as God, our Father, planned in order to rescue us from this evil world in which we live. Jesus did what no other human could. Because of Adam and Eve's sin, we were all born with the desire to sin. But Jesus died to give us power to choose him over sin. The truth is, we needed rescuing from our sins, and Jesus was the only one who could do it. Jesus didn't just give up one of his most prized possessions, but he gave up his life. And because he came back to life, we are to follow in his footsteps by living a new life, no longer controlled by sin. He did this because he loves us. 1 John 4:10 says, "This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins." It's out of love for our friend that we give something up for them, just like it's out of God's love for us that he gave his Son up for us. So why do we follow Jesus? Because he loves us. He loves us more than anyone ever could, and because of his love, he gave up his life for us. This love requires a response from us too. When someone gives us a gift, we naturally respond by saying thank you. When we start to understand God's love for us, it gets our eyes off of ourselves and onto God. When our hearts and minds are always consumed with thoughts about ourselves, our struggles, our possessions, our accomplishments, or wanting the next newest and best item or clothing, it leaves less time for our eyes to be fixed on God. When you were in elementary school, you probably had to walk in a straight line with your classmates from one room to the other. If you weren't looking at the person in front of you, you wouldn't know where they were going and you wouldn't be able to follow after them. Just like if we aren't looking to God, his ways, or his love, we won't be able to follow him. You have to look at God in order to follow him. So we have to look to God so we can know him, he can speak to us, and show us the way to go. My challenge to you today is that you would grasp more of God's love for you and that it would cause you to look to him.